Hi there. Um, so I haven't done a review again because I've been busy with school, and but I went to see Cop Out last night, and from the first time I saw the trailer, I wasn't particularly impressed by it. But since it's directed by Kevin Smith, I thought I should give the benefit of the doubt and go see it. Well, that was a big mistake on my part because that's definitely one of the worst films I've seen in a while, and I definitely suggest most of you that are planning on seeing or on the fence about it to not go see it because I consider it a waste of time, but I'll give you my reasons. So, first of all, it's dubbed as a action comedy film, but for the majority of the movie, it's actually pretty boring. It's not paced well, and there's a lot of drama, I guess, that's in between so-called the comedy and the action bits, and considering that with previews is about 2 hours long, I don't know if that's an investment that you want to make. And the acting is really not that great in this film. I mean, Bruce Willis looks really bored, and he's walking around this in shot looking like he doesn't give a shit, and everybody else is acting over the top, and that's what I guess this movie is relying entirely on. A lot of the comedy relies on people making ridiculous faces and screaming, swearing, or just saying stuff that doesn't really make any sense. And I guess that's the main form of comedy in this film. And I mean, I do give credit that there were few scenes that were actually one or two jokes that were kind of funny, but again, most of the jokes fall flat, and there was a few scenes where the actors are acting so over the top, it actually becomes kind of funny, but again, that's a really small, minuscule part, and I was looking for anything to make me feel anything towards any sort of comedy. And so lack of jokes, and a lot of it relies on physical humor, so like people getting punched in the nuts and whatever else. And that comes to my next topic, which is the tendency for recent comedies to start having little kids in the movie and just either cursing or punching people in the nuts. That's really getting old. Same with this film, and like role models I was already kind of iffy about, and that was actually bearable, but I swear to God, this kid in this movie says bitch after almost every single line of dialogue in the 5 minutes that he's in the film. And next point, Tracy Morgan, he's nothing more than extremely obnoxious in this film. First of all, he can't barely understand any of the stuff he's saying because he's going rah, 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 and yeah, I don't think he's all that funny. Maybe I need to see some other stuff. Maybe he's better in that, but the script is not very well done. And so the next appeal in this film, which is the action, I guess. And just to let you know, this is a little bit more violent than some of the other, I guess, action comedies or just Kevin Smith films in general, but it's really bland. There's nothing really all that engaging. When people fire their weapons, they just hit the wall or their car or something. And it just not really all that interesting to look at. And they decided to use shaky cam, which I thought was extremely unnecessary. I mean, I don't know if they were trying to make it more edgy considering the rest of the action films they shot, but to give Kevin Smith credit, he did not write this film, he just directed it, but people have been making the joke with the title Cop Out, as in he copped out for money. But this is my opinion. I did not like the film at all, and I suggest that you should not go see this film. This is comparable to Observe and Report, which I absolutely hated last year, and it's like a spawn between Pineapple Express without all the drug references and Observe and Report or Paul Blart Mall Cop. I really do not suggest you see this film, but if you want to, at least go with a matinee, and if you're on the fence, and if you're leaning towards seeing it, I guess wait until rental, but this is really not worth your time. It took me and my friend that I went to see with a considerable amount of willpower to make us stay and watch the movie. So, post your comments, I guess, of what you thought of this film, if you went to see it, and any feedbacks would be great. Thank you. Thank you for watching.